Guys, can Vegeta go back to being that evil character like he was in Dragon Ball Z? After all, everyone likes Vegeta with his strong personality, but in Dragon Ball Super Vegeta with his new Ultra Ego power, will he be able to return to who he really was? A proud character with few friends? Well, let's talk about that, but first leave your like. Let's hit 1,000 likes so I can keep bringing more videos like this. And of course, also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos. Well said, let's get started. Clear, Vegeta throughout the Dragon Ball Z saga has undergone notable evolution as a character. From an arrogant and malevolent warrior to a valiant ally and protector of Earth, his journey is one of the most memorable in the series. However, even after his redemption, there was always a fascination with the moments when he showed his darker side. Exploring the possibility of Vegeta returning to his malevolent nature could bring a new layer of complexity to his story and the Dragon Ball Z universe as a whole. To understand the viability of this idea, it is essential to delve into the psychology and motivations of the Prince of Saiyans. Since his introduction in the series, Vegeta has been portrayed as a complex character, motivated mainly by the quest for power and the desire to surpass Goku, his eternal rival. His proud nature and his Saiyan heritage contribute to his defiant attitude and his willingness to fight to the end. One approach that could trigger Vegeta's return to his malevolent nature would be an existential crisis or a traumatic event that shakes his beliefs and values. For example, imagine if Vegeta was faced with the resurrection of an old enemy who posed an even greater threat than any he had ever faced. This event could trigger a regression in his personality, leading him to seek power at any cost, including dubious alliances and questionable methods. Furthermore, the dynamic between Vegeta and Goku would play a crucial role in this scenario. Goku has always represented a beacon of virtue and morality, acting as a positive influence on Vegeta over the years. If Vegeta were to turn to the dark side, it would create emotional and physical tension between the two, forcing Goku to confront his friend and rival in a whole new way. This tension could lead to epic showdowns and exciting twists in the narrative. On the other hand, the reaction of other characters in the Dragon Ball Z universe would also be fundamental. Characters like Bulma, Trunks, and even Piccolo would have to deal with the resurgence of Vegeta's malevolent nature, facing ethical and moral dilemmas about how to deal with someone they once loved and trusted. This dynamic would add additional layers of emotional complexity to the story. However, it is crucial that any return of Vegeta to his malevolent nature is carefully crafted and developed over the course of meaningful narrative arcs. It should be more than just a superficial plot twist. It should be a compelling emotional and psychological journey for the character, allowing them to explore new depths and facets of their personality. Plus, Vegeta's return to the dark side doesn't have to be permanent. It can serve as a temporary stage on your journey of self-discovery and redemption. Eventually, he might find redemption once again, emerging even stronger and more resilient than before. This would allow the story to explore themes of redemption, forgiveness, and personal growth in an exciting and satisfying way. In conclusion, the idea of Vegeta returning to his malevolent nature in Dragon Ball Z has the potential to add depth and complexity to its story, as well as the dynamics between the main characters. By exploring the reasons behind his regression, the emotional and physical consequences of his actions, and the process of subsequent redemption, the writers can create an engaging and captivating narrative that resonates with fans both old and new. As Vegeta continues his journey of growth and evolution, his return to the dark side could be an exciting and unforgettable twist in the Dragon Ball Z saga. Now, can he lose control with his Hakai power? Vegeta, throughout his journey in Dragon Ball Z, has always incessantly sought power and overcoming. His proud nature and unwavering determination often led him to extreme lengths to achieve his goals. Imagine a situation where Vegeta finds himself faced with an unparalleled source of power, the power of Hakai. Hakai is a devastating technique that allows the user to instantly destroy anything they touch, completely erasing it from existence. This power, when poorly controlled or misunderstood, can lead to catastrophic consequences. Vegeta, in his search for more strength to overcome Goku and protect his family and his planet, comes across the knowledge of this legendary technique. Initially, Vegeta is attracted to Hakai's potential. He sees this ability as an opportunity to finally surpass Goku and become the most powerful warrior in the universe. universe. However, as he begins to explore and experiment with Hakai, it becomes clear that the power of this technique is beyond what he ever imagined. Hakai is not just a tool to defeat your enemies, but a destructive force that can consume and corrupt those who use it. As Vegeta begins to master Hakai, he slowly loses control over himself. The feeling of absolute power consumes him, leading him to make increasingly questionable decisions and increasingly extreme actions. His quest for power turns into an obsession, and he distances himself from his loved ones and his own humanity. Eventually, Vegeta becomes an evil version of himself again, causing destruction, returning to treating the Earth and his former allies now as enemies. Was there any other way for him to become evil? In addition to the scenario involving Hakai, there are several other reasons why Vegeta could turn evil again in Dragon Ball Z. Mental manipulation is one of these reasons, but there are also other elements of his history and personality that could trigger his regression to the dark side. Here are some possibilities. Mental manipulation. As mentioned, mental manipulation is a powerful tool that could be used to influence Vegeta's behavior. A cunning villain could prey on your insecurities and deepest desires, manipulating your mind to make you act in ways that go against your principles and values. This could be done through magical spells, mind control, or even advanced technology. Tragic loss. A personal tragedy, such as the death of a loved one, could shake Vegeta to his core and cause him to question his beliefs and morality. The grief and pain resulting from this loss could cloud his judgment and lead him to make impulsive and destructive choices in his quest for revenge or power. Jealousy and rivalry with Goku and other characters could resurface, leading Vegeta to take extreme measures to prove his superiority. If he felt outclassed or looked down on, this could fuel his desire to stand out and dominate, leading him to once again become a formidable antagonist. Unbridled ambition. Vegeta's unbridled ambition has always been a central characteristic of his personality. If he were faced with an irresistible opportunity to achieve even more power or control, he might be tempted to go down a dark path, placing his own ambitions above everything else, including his emotional ties and his morality. Redemption. Rejection. After his previous redemption, Vegeta could face a moment of weakness where he felt unable to maintain his new path. He could convince himself that it is impossible to change his intrinsic nature and decide to embrace his former identity as a villain, thus rejecting the efforts of his friends and family to help him. Corrupting external influence. In addition to direct mental manipulation, Vegeta could be exposed to corrupting external influences, such as an ancient relic or an evil entity that corrupts his mind and corrupts his soul. This sinister influence could feed his darkest instincts and encourage him to turn against those he loves. In any of these situations, Vegeta's journey into darkness would be a gripping, twist-filled narrative, testing his inner strength and his bonds with the other main characters. It would be an opportunity to explore the depths of Vegeta's psyche and his constant struggle between good and evil, adding a new dimension to his complex story in Dragon Ball. Be it the reasons he fights, the reasons that keep him on the side of good and not evil, the love and affection he has for his family and friends. Regardless of what the reason may be, this path to be explored can bring new things and different ambitions to the character and more development as well. Guys, with this, we will end today's video. If you want to see more videos like this, leave a lot of likes on the video and comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you another day, guys.